Well, welcome back on a Monday evening, everybody. Show number 2 tonight. Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder CAMMUS Racing Simulators Big Block Modified Series, round number 8 at Lanier. Most of the usual suspects. I do not see Devin Hauer. He's the only usual suspect I do not see right now. Don't know where he is at, but maybe he'll make his way in before we go to qualifying. Travis Johnson atop the speed chart and atop the points this evening, heading into tonight's event. Just about time for us to run trackside and get ready for tonight's opening ceremony. So when we come back, we'll be ready for qualifying as we get ready to hear our invocation and our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, perfect timing as we come back. Practice session wrapping up, about to be done. It means it's time for qualifying. 15 drivers have checked in still. No Devin Hauer, interestingly enough. But drivers getting ready to roll out. We got several of them to watch. There's a 21 of Garrett Boyd. He's one of the first to hit the racing surface. He and Travis Johnson, both quick on the trigger to get qualifying in. Boyd going to run the outside, at least it looks like, on lap number 1. First time by Boyd 14.63, Johnson 14.64. This time a little different entry line. We're going to go and watch a couple of. Dean Reynolds is in the house. That time, no improvement for Boyd. He actually slowed down just a tiny. Actually, he did pick up. He picked it up to 14.60. Here's Matt Westphal. Anthony Morano, 14.59, goes to the top of the chart. Westphal, 8th quick. Isidore Moody, Thompson, Shema, Dylan DeWert on track. Dylan DeWert finally on the clock. It's Reed Rundle, 14.52, your quick time driver right now. Morano and Randolph, the top 3. Shane Yates into the 5th spot. Jacob Schmutz jumps to 6th on his 2nd and final lap. Scott Thomason back to the pits. He did not get a lap in. DeWert ties for quick time at 14:52. He is thousandths of a second, what keeping him off the top of the pylon. Second time around, slows it down, 63 the second time. Sam Bachman back on track with the Dirt Slingers. So qualifying now in the books for everybody, and your quick time for the evening. Reed Rundle at 14.52 seconds as we will get ready to go down here and look at our starting lineup for our first heat race. It's going to be the 21 of Garrett Boyd on the pole, and you'll have the 1 of Jacob Schmutz on his outside. Sam Bachman, the 7 car, inside row number 2, and that'll be next to your quick qualifier, the 43 of Reed Rundle. Travis Johnson, former series champion, will start the 25, row 3 to the inside, and you'll have Dean Reynolds in the 79 on his outside. And you're going to see the 73 of Larry Moody next to the 39 of Scott Griffin in our 4th and final row. Eight times around, everybody is going to make it to the feature. This will pretty much be the inside row when we start the feature. The order they finish here is how they'll start. Inside of row 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way back to row number 8. Welcome everybody back to the chat. If you're on Facebook, like, share, follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. Business is starting to pick up. We're already getting calls for special races, seasons starting in the fall, so things will be picking up as soon as it starts to cool off just a little, and I cannot wait for the cool off. The green flag's in the air. Heat number 1 underway. Garrett Boyd dropped the hammer quick, and he's going to jump out front. The battle's going to be for 2nd and 3rd. Bachman and Schmutz are going to go door to door, wheel to wheel. Bachman and that 007 didn't have any line on the exit that he could really get the power down. He's going to relinquish the spot, fall back to 3rd. Here comes Reed Rundle on the top. Rundle going to make a move. Almost 4 wide out of turn 4 back there for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Rundle is up top. Reynolds tucked in behind him. 007 of Bachman in the middle, and Travis Johnson down to the bottom. Rundle had a slip, and Reynolds got right alongside into 1 and 2. He got the car out of shape, and he's going to give it back up. And that's going to let Travis Johnson sneak by and move into 4th. Boyd is still out in front, but he's got company. Schmutz is getting closer and closer. Rundle is really making the car work up top. Travis Johnson, the only car really down on the bottom that's making inroads here. And he moved up to 4th. He's looking for a little more, trying to get around the inside and get past Reed Rundle. We'll be down to 2 to go in the heat right here, out of 4. Boyd running the top side right at the fluff, and he's able to hang on to the lead. He's going to get to the white flag first. The battle's going to be for 3rd. Schmutz got into Schmutz. Rundle got into Schmutz. That collects cars. We're under the white flag. We're not getting a caution. Reynolds is parked on top of Schmutz. Well, we're coming around to the checkers. Boyd, then Johnson, then Bachman, then Rundle, Moody, Griffin, and then Reynolds and Schmutz as they got hung up on the front stretch and had to ejecto changeo and jump to the pits. No cautions when you get to the white flag, and the white flag had already been displayed. So no caution for that, unfortunately. So we'll clear things out. We'll get ready to set up heat number 2. And this is what the starting grid for that heat is going to look like. The 11 of Shane Yates on the pole next to the 47 of Jason Randolph. 32, Anthony Morano, row 2 to the inside with his teammate Dylan DeWert in the 20 on his out. Tom Ostendorf in the 32, a row 3 to the inside with his teammate, the Ohio hombre, Matt Westfall, in the 54. And then on the back for the final heat of the evening, the 6 of Scott Thomason. Rolling them away, getting them ready. I'll bring them around one time, show them where that start line is going to be. Second time around, we'll get rid of the pace truck. And Shane Yates will get us started. Oh, you know what? We're not at Knoxville. You're absolutely right. I don't know why I forgot to change that. Now it's better, Vinny. All right, green this time out of 4. Green flag in the air. We're underway. You know, Devin Howard had the points lead coming into tonight. Travis Johnson second. Bruce Jones, Adam Vinny, Larry Moody were the top 5. So with Howard gone, that'll shift things until we get to the bye weeks or to the drop weeks after week 10. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Little blink out of the 47. Yates, Randolph. They're 1-2, and that's a tight 1-2. It's a little bit of a gap back to DeWert. And Morano, they're going at it side by side with FTM teammates. Ostendorf, Westfall, Thomason. Up front, Yates is having it his way, at least for right now. Jason Randolph trying to take a peek to the inside out of 4 and just not enough momentum. But Dylan DeWert is making that bottom roll smooth, putting the power down. He's making up time. DeWert now making a bid for second alongside Randolph. Randolph goes up, finds a little bit of fence in 2. Slows him down just enough, half a car for Dylan DeWert that time into 3 and 4. 2 to go, the signal. It's all Shane Yates. And a lot of times when the 11 car is in the house, you're racing for second. Out of 4, Yates still out in front, but not by much. He closed the entry door on DeWert, but DeWert's got the launch pad off the bottom of 2. Who's going to get to the line first? Out of 4, checkered flag for heat number 2. Give it to DeWert. Half a car over Yates. Randolph third, Morano fourth, Westfall or Ostendorf, and Thomason. So heat racing action coming to a close. Guys will have a couple of minutes of warm up. We'll let them do their thing. Let you know tomorrow night, right around the 8:15 Eastern mark, we're going to go live with ERA in their Pavement Late Model Series. Hey, Zoe. 75 a lapper, I think, tomorrow night. 55 or 75. I have to look that up real quick, but good long main race for them tomorrow night. They'll do their qualifying and their little invert, and then they'll get things started. So, and we'll find out about Thursday night. We'll get something posted up if we're going to be live Thursday night with the Mighty Midget Series. Many years. Yeah. They're going to scrape all the dirt off overnight. They're going to You get the Bros brooms out. They're going to clean it all up right here. And we're going pavement racing right here at Lanier. Ought to be a good one, too. Last time we were here for Mars Series, and that was a pretty doggone good race. Get a look there at the 54, the Ohio hombre, Matt Westfall. These guys trying to iron this track down, give us a couple of lanes of racing. I thought we had a pretty good race in the second heat. DeWert was able to make a few things work off the bottom. And I've been streaming for a lot of years. And we're going on maybe 8 years now. Maybe more. It's hard to remember. The old Lumberdude jackwagon right there, the 43. That's Reed Rundle. No Lumberdude limousine tonight. The Lumberdude limousine is drinking rum and eating ice cream. Couple of minutes left in the warm-up session. They want to try to run this track out as far as they can. They can get that middle groove to wear completely out in this warm-up session. That's going to open things up for guys at the top and some guys at the bottom that can roll the car just right. And we saw DeWert do it in the warm-up, or in the heat race, excuse me. And if you can roll that bottom just right, you can be just as fast as the guy on top, at least as far as time. Speed's a little different, but time. These guys should give us a heck of a show. We've had a bunch of 0 and 1 caution races this season already. So next Monday night will be all dirt. We'll be the UMPs and these big blocks back in action. Not even sure where everybody's at next week. Probably could look that up. But I may not. Anthony Morano got out here and put down a pretty good lap, 1460 on this old worn out track. So we at a resort or something, Adam? Is that where you're at? You said you're in like Michigan or something in the last show. Who goes to Michigan for vacation? Good night. Hope you have family or something there. All right, practice session winding down. It's time for 40 green flag laps. Who's going to pick up the win tonight? Can Travis Johnson get it done? Dylan DeWert have enough car? Can Garrett Boyd pick up another win in the series? Will Jacob Smuts break through? Can Larry Moody get his second win of the season? Won in Knoxville a few weeks ago. Okay. It is time for the starting lineup. CAMMUS Racing Simulators, Dirt Slingers Racing League, Monday Night Thunder Big Block Modified Series. And this is how we're going to do it. Your two heat race winners. On the front row, the 21 of Garrett Boyd on the inside, Dylan DeWert in the 20 on the outside. Row 2 is going to be the 25 of Travis Johnson, the 11 of Shane Yates. Sam Bachman, the 007, he starts with row 3 to the inside with a 47 of Jason Randolph on his outside. And then Reed Rundle, the 43, next to the 32 of Anthony Morano in row 4. Larry Moody and Matt Westfall, 73 and 54, inside and out. That's row 5, row 6. Scott Griffin in the 39 on the inside. Tom Ostendorf, the 32, will start outside. We'll move to the final 2 rows. Jacob Schmutz, the 1J. He starts inside of row number 7 with Scott Thomason in the 6 on his outside, and all the way in the back. We're going to watch the 79 car because he is fast everywhere he goes. We'll see how many spots he can make up if he can get up here in contention. If he can catch a caution at the right couple of times, 79 car could be a contender for this thing, even though he's starting out back this evening. Okay, there we go. Adam Vinny looked it up for us. So we'll do the UMPs at Charlotte to kick things off next Monday night. We'll follow it up with the big blocks at Lima. That should be a hell of a show. Lima Land, those big high banks, that short, narrow little racetrack, and it races so much wider than it looks. These guys get around there well. We'll see what they do tonight. This could be a flag to flagger, folks. 40 green flag laps. This time out of turn number 4. Dylan DeWert and Garrett Boyd are going to get us going. It is time to put the Thunder in Monday Night Thunder. Big block modified series about to go green. Pace truck out of the way. There goes Boyd. He's on the hammer quickly, and he's going to grab the lead. I know what he's going to do. Middle to the top in 1 and 2. He'll probably go top in 3 and 4. See if he can hang on up there. DeWert right back to work on the bottom. That's where he left off in the heat race. Lap 1 in the books, and it goes to Boyd by just a half a car. Out of 2, and DeWert surges ahead. DeWert's making the bottom work perfectly. He has the lead, leads the second lap. Travis Johnson up to 3rd. Shane Yates is 4th. Then Bachman 5th. Rundle is 6th. Morano, Randolph, Ostendorf, and Moody through there. Keep our eyes on these battles right here because they keep getting side by side. And we'll see who has the advantage, top or bottom lane right now. DeWert holding Boyd off on the bottom. If that bottom even goes away a little bit, he is going to have to give it up quickly. Get to the top. He's got about 4 car lengths right now. Boyd's got about the same on Johnson. But it is a hornet's nest behind that. Yates comes out of the pack. Oh, and then he gets contact from Rundle. Rundle got into one a little hot. Good job by everybody hanging on to him. Rundle will fall back side by side with Morano. But Bachman now has a little bit of an advantage over Yates as he's got the inside. Keeping the 07 right around the bottom. Jason Randolph now making a bid. He's 8th, trying to go forward, looking for an opening between Morano and Reed Rundle right now. Back a little further. Ostendorf 9th. He and Schmutz are battling over those final 2 top 10 positions. And here comes Dean Reynolds, already up 4 spots. Reynolds has picked up 4. We haven't completed 10. Back to the front. DeWert starting to get away from Boyd. Travis Johnson sitting in 3rd. The battle's behind that. Bachman, Yates, and Morano really going at it right here. They were 3 wide a second ago. 25% of the way into this one already. Lap times in the high 14th, 14:7, 14:8. Bachman went around the outside. He takes over 4th. Morano around the inside takes 5th. And now Rundle has moved to the inside on Yates. Randolph is still 8th. The battle side by side in front of you, just at least one of the drivers in that battle has changed now. We look pretty even line to line. The guys on the bottom really no faster than the guys on the top. Within 2 100s. But Dylan DeWert is running away. It shows him in the pits, but he's not. He is out front. He just keeps getting real close to that cone down there. Boyd hanging on to 2nd, but Travis Johnson is looking trying to find a weakness, maybe trying to get down in there and let Boyd know he's there. Let him hear the engine, see the front tire and one or the other of the windows, and force a mistake out of the driver in the 21 car. Bachman is all the way up to the fence, and he is starting to close in on this battle right here. Deep into 3 and 4, right up on the fluff, right rear, almost up against the outside wall. .2 seconds from DeWert to Boyd, and then it's not even a half a second from Boyd back to Johnson. This time Johnson got a great run out of 4. He's going to pull alongside. I think the bottom may be starting to go away right here. The middle in 3 and 4 is where it's at right now. Johnson moves himself up to second. He's got to make up a 2.25 to get to DeWert, and we're almost halfway. Bachman, he wants to drive that thing all the way to the fence before he hits the brakes. And he's just on the right rear corner of Travis Johnson's car, and he can't do it, getting down into 3 every time. Right here. He tries to drive it all the way to the center. That time it was clear enough, and Morano sees what he's doing. And now he's following suit. They're working their way around Garrett Boyd. Bachman clears Boyd. Now can Morano get around? 1.3 seconds at the front. Johnson's still second, but he's got company. Bachman's closing in. Then Boyd's still fourth. Morano is fifth. Yates, Randolph, and Rundle going at it back here. Dylan DeWert. Steady Eddie, and he's been working the bottom the whole time. Has not left that line yet. Travis Johnson's trying to close in, running a very similar line. He just cannot make anything happen. Can't close the gap. Bachman right up at the top, right around the outside. Now Garrett Boyd moves up to the high side as Morano moves down low. This a battle for fifth. Morano has fourth away from Boyd, who's fifth, and then Shane Yates is creeping into the picture. Gap still opening at the front, 1.5 seconds now. Johnson trailing DeWert. Dylan DeWert, he just gone, making it happen. He worked this middle and bottom in the heat race, and I thought they'd wear it all off in the warm-up, try to slow him down. Hadn't seemed to make any difference. He is right in the slick, and he is just putting the power down perfectly on his exits, getting launches. He's picking the left front tire up, and he is stretching this thing out, especially here late in the going. Bachman not closing in on Johnson for second, and Morano has cleared Boyd, and he has got fourth. Boyd and Yates are in tow, and nobody's making any headway now. Dean Reynolds made up 4 spots, and that is about where he is stuck right now. He's back there battling Jacob Schmutz. Got to get a run down on the bottom. Can he get the launch right here? Too much momentum. And once again, Schmutz is hanging on. We are down to 10 to go. It's going to be 9 this time. 1.7 seconds to gap, but I think we're going to have a challenge for third right here. Bachman and Morano starting to go at it. This time, Morano has the advantage getting to 3. And he is running the exact same line that his teammate Dylan DeWert out front is running. Man, I'll tell you what, whatever them FTM guys have figured out through the middle, that's perfect for this track and for these two drivers for sure. 7 to go for DeWert. Johnson, now Morano, Bachman, Boyd. Yates is still 6th. The big gap back to 7th place. That battle settled. Randolph has the spot from Rundle. Ostendorf is 9th. Schmutz is 10th. DeWirt is going to be in traffic. He's coming up on the back of Moody and Thomason. Griffin and Westfall both out. I don't know what happened to Matt Westfall, but he is gone. Doesn't look like he completed his lap. Wave lap that time. By this time it'll be 4 to go as you see Scott Thomason take the 6th car into the pits. I'll put 3 drivers out. Still 12 on track. It's all DeWirt. He has 2 seconds out in front, and Johnson has 2 seconds on Morano. Bachman, Boyd, and Yates are still going at it. 4, 5, and 6. They're very close. One mistake could cost you 2 spots really fast. 2 to go from the starter stand. Popsicle sticks being showed to Dylan DeWirt. No more lap traffic. All he's got to do is hold it together for one final time. Dylan DeWirt is going to win here on Monday Night Thunder with the CAMMUS Big Block Modified Series. He's coming out of 4. Checkered flag being shown. They started it, and they stayed green for 40 straight laps, and Dylan DeWirt picks up the win. Travis Johnson second. Anthony Morano, hard charger for the evening, picked up 5 spots, started 8th, finished 3rd. Bachman and Boyd rounding out the top 5. So we'll get our drivers ready to go. Oh, we don't know where anybody's at anymore. There we go, Dylan DeWirt. Oh, those guys are so far down there. They make it difficult. Ooh, no, not that. That. They make it difficult for me to move them. We're going to have to move him twice. Dylan DeWirt to the parking lot and Anthony Morano to the parking lot. And then we can move them. It's tricky doing all this. Travis Johnson also going into that pile. So let's get 3rd place. Anthony Morano in here. Anthony, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, Roger?
Oh, not much. Man, I'll tell you what. You and your teammate made it look like it didn't matter if it was slick or not. The middle was the place to be, both ends of the track here. You picked up 5 spots to come home on the podium.
Yeah, I love when this track gets good and slick like that. You can really work the throttle and make the car do what you want it to do. And gets faster at the end. DJ was still probably, I think his last lap time was still a 10th faster than mine was. So
2. He was almost 2 tenths faster than you and than anybody on the last lap. He was crazy fast all night long. He really only fell off about 3 tenths over 40 laps, so that's pretty good. You guys look over like FTM's kind of got some things figured out in these big blocks.
yeah, we do enough of our practicing and testing and tuning and here and there and try to get what we can get out of it, and pays off at the end of the night.
Well, an awesome run, man. You're coming home with a 3rd place finish here tonight. Give me some shout outs and thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here.
I gotta thank my wife Sherry, my teammates at Full Throttle Motorsports, Dean at Super Dirt Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, Gunner Swan Speed Shop, MDI TV, DJ Sim, GripHack.com, Expert Installation.
GripHacks.com.
You guys are having the broadcast and everything else. Hey, I actually don't even know if that link still works, but it goes to Swan Speed Shop's website.
That's awesome, dude. Well, thanks for chatting with us and giving me a great chuckle, man. Congrats on a great run. We look forward to seeing you back here next week, brother.
All right, Rob. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Anthony Morano finishing in 3rd tonight. Now let's get Travis Johnson up here. Travis, you got a copy?
I got you, Roger.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm sure it wasn't easy. You made it look pretty easy, but that 20 car, man, he was stroking everybody tonight.
I know. I'm tired of being the bridesmaid to him. Seems like anytime I get on the podium, he's outrunning me.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You know, I know former series champion here, and you know, all these new guys that have come in the last season or so, and they just find a lot of speed. What is it going to take to start besting these guys?
I just feel like I need some drive off. I have a hard time, no matter how easy I am getting off the corners, the car still wants to step out, and I can't keep it straight. But like the way the track was, it was just all momentum tonight. It was kind of that, not really on the bottom, just kind of in the middle, just keeping momentum and trying to keep the car underneath you and as straight as you can.
Well, an awesome run nonetheless, second in the points, and with Hauer being here until we get to the drop weeks, this may give you a little bit of a boost up, and you're going to be first in the big block points, I think.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I think I'm going to have to miss a week down the road due to some prior obligations with work, with some travel, but so we'll see how it all winds out. Like I said, just try and finish on the podium, and the points wind up where the points wind up.
All right, man, give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here, buddy.
I just want to thank all the hosts, admins, series sponsors, you, Roger, for broadcasting, just everybody that makes this happen, Modfather Designs, and Deuce Nickel Motorsports.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great night. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yep, sounds good.
Travis Johnson finishing in second now. The guy that was considerably faster than the field, he's going to get called to tech. I know he is. There's no two ways around it. But driver of the 20 car, Dylan DeWert, you made it look too easy tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of gave me the line early, so I ran with it.
Yeah, I was wondering why nobody tried to blow that off or take that away when we started the feature. And, man, they gave you the same line that you ran in the heat race, and you made them pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with it. I mean, I got to dictate what I was doing, and I was happy doing it, and the car stayed underneath me, so here we are.
Yeah, I was talking to Anthony, and I said, man, it looks like you guys at FTM have some things figured out with these big blocks. What's the secret?
Not really any secret, to be honest with you. We just tune them the way we like to drive them.
Well, it looked awesome out there, and you're going to pick up a win here. You know, I know we're about halfway through the season. Maybe a little momentum change. You can make a run late in this thing.
I mean, I would like to think that, but I can't really commit to too much right now. I got to get on the way, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, we'll see how things shake out once we get to the drop weeks, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and let's celebrate a great victory tonight.
All the boys at FTM. Without them, wouldn't be doing it. Gunner Response, Speed Shop, Dina with Super Dirt Car, Bombs Tech Services, MDI TV, you, Roger, for making us look good and putting this thing on for us. We appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. I'll see you next week.
Have a good one. Thanks.
Dylan DeWert in the 20 car, picking up the win here tonight at Lanier. Quick look, and I don't know if, I guess we did do it earlier. I was just saying, I don't know if we looked at our feature results, but we looked at them earlier, so we'll look at these two. DeWert wins it, Johnson second, Morano third, Bachman in fourth, Boyd was fifth. Yates, good to see Shane out here, and he had a good run, sixth place tonight. Randolph in seventh, Rundle in eighth, Schmutz, Ostendorf 9 and 10, Reynolds 11th, Moody 12th, Thomas 13th, Griffin 14th, and Matt Westfall did not start. I don't know what happened to Matt. Sad when we don't get to see Matt race, but I'm sure something came up and he had to go. That's going to do it for us here on Monday night. Do not forget tomorrow night about 8:15 Eastern, ERA, Pavement Late Model Series, back in action. Right back here at Lanier. They're going to scrape all the dirt off this place. We're going to go asphalt racing right here tomorrow night. So make sure you tune back in for that. We'll let you know about Thursday. Follow us on Facebook, The Dirt Racing Network. If we find out we got a show, we're going to post it, let you know. Otherwise, if you're over there, like, share, and follow, then you'll know when we go live. Same thing on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Until we see you guys the next time, we thank you for being here, because without you, there's no reason to do this. Without all these great leagues giving us awesome racing like you just saw right here tonight, there's nothing for us to cover. So thanks to everybody, both sides of that coin. Until we see you the next time, peace and love to everybody. Definitely until we see you the next time.